Hey, Anthony, Richard Nixon is in the news.
Yes.
And we'll talk about it.
Get to it. Well, the tapes were released.
Yeah, they're playing them all over CNN.
From 1972. Everyone remembers the Nixon tapes from Watergate, that 8-minute gap and all the controversy of that. And it turned out, it came out that Nixon had taped like every minute of him in the White House. He had secret microphones. This guy was one of the most paranoid, scared of communism, anti-Semite. He was a racist, a very bigoted man. And he was, quite frankly, the most insane president we ever had.
And Ben Stein wrote for him.
Ben Stein, his father and himself, Ben Stein's father and Ben Stein, were speechwriters for Dick Nixon. And Dick Nixon was one of the biggest anti-Semites ever. Yet Ben Stein got pissed at us because he thought I made a Jewish slur once. A little bit of hypocrisy there. I bet if we cut Ben a check, he wouldn't have gotten as upset. But for some reason, he could hang around while Tricky Dick was like, Ben, I need a speech. I need a speech about how the peace talks are going in Nam. Write something clever. I know you Jews can be clever and crafty. Write something that covers up the truth. You Jews are good liars. A bunch of tapes came out, and it's everything from him defending women being groped to faking of napalm photos to the kicker, man. I love this one. Nixon was fixing to nuke Vietnam. Groovy. Let me smoke a joint and we'll drop the big one.
And what did Kissinger say?
I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe we... Shut up, you Jaime. I'm the president. President anti-Semite. Yeah. In 72. Smoke up, Hank. Smoke up and forget about everything. Oh, that was harsh. When I smoke up, Henry, until you talk, I almost forget you're a dirty heeb. So in 72, Kissinger and everyone else laid out his options for stepping up the war in Vietnam. Kissinger had these proposals like attacking power plants and docks and whatnot. Here's Nixon says, he goes, I'd rather use the nuclear bomb. I mean, did this guy understand if we had dropped a bomb on Vietnam, China and the Soviet Union would have reamed us a new ass? And then right when he said, I'd rather use the nuclear bomb, Henry Kissinger goes, that I think would just be too much. Jesus, of course. And then Nixon goes, the nuclear bomb, does that bother you? I just want you to think big. Think big like your Jew nose. And then he didn't drop the bomb, obviously, but he ordered the biggest escalation of the war since 68. He later added that I want to decimate that goddamn place. North Vietnam is going to get reordered. It's about time. It's what should have been done a long time ago. Boy, in hindsight, the guy was absolutely right. They should have nuked him.
Ben, get your Jew dad, Ben, and write me a speech. Write me something that'll get me out of trouble for nuking the little yellow slopes. Take this down, Ben. Dear Gooks, I apologize for the crater that was previously your nation. We will do everything to fill it with Coca-Cola factories and McDonald's. Signed, etc., blah, blah. Fill in the blanks, Jaime.
Nuke it. And then at one point, Nixon gets pissed at Kissinger because Kissinger's too concerned about civilian casualties.
He goes, I don't give a damn. I just don't care. They're not even human. You ever see them with their slanty little eyes? Sloped heads.
The guy was certifiably insane, and he was running the goddamn country. Then there's this little transfer that they got on tape. 72 again. There was some problem with Nixon's ambassador to France getting roaring drunk and groping flight attendants on a trip home from Paris. Now, nowadays, this guy would have been gone in a second. It would have been a huge scandal story. But they asked the president about it after a Jack Anderson column regaled readers with graphic accounts of the ambassador's behavior on the flight to Washington. And you know what Nixon's answer was? Look, people get drunk. And he's feeling up the flight attendant. People chase girls. At the point it's a hell of a lot better for them to get drunk than to take drugs. And it's better to chase girls than boys. That's what he said. I don't like the homos. At least he's not grabbing my... So you get a little boozed up and grab a or two. I've been known to reach over and grab a flight attendant's every so often. Oh, my God! It keeps them on their toes. Get me a drink or I'll put my thumb in your hole. I'm the president. Hey, Nixon, you're stealing Brokaw's bit.
Brokaw, another liberal communist. I'll bury a digit in your...
Bobby Big Rigger.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Tricky Dick there. How do you go about nuking the women and children?
Easy. You just don't lead them as much.
Oh, okay. Got it. Thanks, guys.
If they run, they're VC. If they stand still, they're well-disciplined VC. Nuke the whole country.
That's his stand on the groping. Then this is great. Who can forget